Yes, people, hope everyone is well. So today I present to you episode 3 of the £0 to £10,000 challenge on Vinted. So the first 2 episodes were a really big hit. You guys seem to love them. The interaction was crazy. And I'm sorry for the delay. I've been so busy at the minute. I've been moving into a new unit to hold stock. And I'm so excited about that massive step for me. It's gone from scaling from my bedroom to now being able to afford a big unit to work from every single day. So it's just going to be a bunch of random stuff in today's video of what I'm doing every single day to make sure that I am making a consistent profit. So I'll be showing you how I'm picking up my stock, what I've been buying, and also there's going to be some footage of me going to some outlets around the UK. So make sure you do keep your eye open for that. That'll be at some point in the video. It's so sick. But just ignore my haircut. I hadn't had a trim for a couple of weeks at that point because I've just come back off holiday, so I was waiting. But like I always do, the first thing that I am going to be doing right now is running straight down to the in-post locker and grabbing all of today's parcels that have came in. And then I'll unbox them all and I'll show you exactly what I have been buying. But enough talking, let me get down to the in-post locker now. Right, so I've just got back from the post office and the in-post locker. You can see here there is an absolute joke amount of parcels. I think there's over 20 that I've had to collect today. So like I always do, I'm going to rip these open now off camera and I'll show you exactly what I've been buying for the 10k challenge. Right, so all of the parcels have been opened. To be fair, there is some absolute bangers here, so make sure you keep watching. Starting off, we've got some Air Max 270 Reacts in a big size. Really nice sellers. I'll put it up on the screen here. I'm constantly selling these in the big sizes for minimum £35. So I know I'm not going to struggle to get them gone. Probably could have guessed some more 270 Reacts. Great sellers once again. Got some Air Max 95s here in quite a small size. They've got that cool velvet material on them. I got these for really cheap. At the minute, I've been doing a bit of live stream selling, and the smaller sizes on the live streams do seem to get a lot of interest. So I've been making sure that now I am keeping an eye out for the smaller size stuff that's in a nice condition, rather than just looking for the big sizes all the time. Some Air Max 1s here. This is the chili variation. Really good sellers on the Air Max 1s. They did come in the box, but I've put them somewhere and I can't remember where. But yeah, great pickup. Some Huaraches here in a big size. Not even going to lie to you, Huaraches are probably my favourite shoe to resell. 1, because they're so easy to pick up, and 2, because they do hold really good value. And the reason why they're so easy to pick up is because resellers are constantly sleeping on the Huaraches. People do have the perception that because they was in fashion a couple of years ago now, they don't hold any great value anymore. And that's allowing me to hop on that opportunity and get some really great returns back. Okay, we've got some Nike P6000s here in fantastic condition. You can even see on the soles there. They are fabulous. I think the P6000s are probably the nicest looking shoes that Nike has released in quite a long time now. It's tough for me to not keep a pair. I mean, these ones are in my size, but you've always got to go for the profit. Some more P6000s here. I paid a little bit more for these ones, but when stuff is in this good condition, you can't really complain. Definitely going to be listing these up for a quick sale at around £80. We did manage to pick up a few running shoes as well. Here's the first of the bunch. We've got some Alpha Fly 2s here. So Alpha Flies are basically the creme de la creme when it comes to Nike running shoes. They're the most expensive running shoes that Nike have ever produced. They do hold really good value. I literally sold a pair 2 days ago at £120 and it sold within 20 minutes. So I'm going to be listing these for around that price as well. When you see Alpha Flies on Vinted at a good price, you need to make sure that you are picking them up as quick as you can. Some Vaporfly 3s here. There's 3 editions of the Nike Vaporflies. You've got the Vaporfly 1, 2 and 3. So this is the best version of them that's out currently. You can see they are in really nice condition. There's a little bit of dirt on them, but that is going to come out when I do brush them up with the drill. And I love selling these. I just love picking up running shoes in general. They're so cool. Some React Visions here in the big sizes. I'm selling these constantly at around £35. I literally can't get these in quick enough. They're popping up all the time on Vinted at the minute. So yeah, you can't really complain with that. And to anyone that may be watching this right now and wondering how on earth is this guy picking up all of these items, I'm going to be showing you that later in the video. So make sure you do stick around and keep watching, because you need to know how to pick up profitable items so you have got a consistent amount of stock coming in every single day. Because at the end of the day, if you're not buying stuff, you're not making any money back on it. But we've got some more Nike Air Max 95s right here. These are in a pink colorway, but the condition was so nice on them, I couldn't really turn these down. They're in a big size as well. Love 95s. I think they're so sick. Got some Vapor Maxes here. Really nice condition on these. Just a quick heads up, guys. When you do pick up Vapor Maxes, always make sure that you are testing the bubbles to make sure that they're not popped. If you ever get a pop bubble, whether that be on Vapor Maxes, Alpha Flies, 95s, Air Max 90s, doesn't matter what it is, it's going to kill the value straight away. So make sure that you are checking that and getting a refund if that is the case. But these ones are all good, and I got these at a really good price. And we got some more Alpha Flies. I got these for around £30, I remember. These are going to clean up really nicely after I've brushed them up with a drill. I'm going to be selling these at £120 because this is one of the best colorways that you can actually buy. I remember when I picked these up, I was absolutely buzzing. And I got one more pair of trainers to show you. We've got some more Nike Huaraches. These ones have like a solo swoosh at the front. I mean, I got these, I think, for around a tenner, and these are probably going to sell for about £35 purely because that little solo swoosh there is going to add so much value to the item, and they are just in really nice condition anyway. I mean, you can see by the soles there. To be honest, I should probably gatekeep the Huaraches because it doesn't seem like anyone else knows about it, but hopefully a few of you guys can make a bit of money from this video on the Huaraches. Got a few clothing bits as well. I'll just show you what I've got. It's getting a lot warmer outside now, so I picked up a Nike Miller top, Nike Miler, whatever you want to call it. I mean, the seller put it up for so cheap, I couldn't really turn that down. And then the exact same seller, less than 5 minutes later, put up the exact same model, just in a different color. Nike Miller once again. I paid a little bit more for this one, but still gonna make a decent return on that. And then lastly, we got a Patagonia t-shirt with the back print. You can see the hit on the back there. Patagonia t-shirts, I can't remember the last time I held on to one for longer than 24 hours. I literally listed 2 last night at £18 and they sold straight away. The thing is, the profit that I'm going to make on this isn't going to light the world on fire. It's one of them things where, because I'm going to be holding it for literally no time at all, I don't mind making a little bit less profit. But yes, guys, that is everything that I received in the post today. I'm going to go and get the shoes clean now. I'm going to steam these Millers and stuff. I'm not going to show you all of that boring stuff. Let's get on to the next part of the video. I thought I'd just jump in this video quickly to tell you a method on how I'm selling all of these things that I'm picking up so quickly. And that's because I'm cross-listing onto other selling platforms like eBay, Depop, rather than just listing them onto Vinted. And doing that manually can be quite tedious and time consuming. I'm all about saving time, and that's why I use a tool called Celerator. And since I started using Celerator, I've made a ton of money. Celerator is a really user-friendly tool that can cross-list all of your items from one selling platform onto another in just a few clicks, which is going to save you a lot of time and effort. And it also has a relister tool as well. So when your Vinted listings are drying up and getting a little bit stale and failing to get a lot of interaction, you can go onto Celerator, select your listings, and it will delete them and re-upload them automatically with the exact same photos, titles, and description, which basically means you're going to have a fresh listing that's been put onto Vinted for all of the people to see it for the first time again, which is going to increase your sales massively. If you do want to use Celerator just like I do, make sure you do click on the link in the description. If you use that link, you're going to be getting a 2-week free trial and around £8 off your first month. Right, so because everything's been selling so quickly at the minute, me and my friend were going to some outlets today. To be fair, I've started filming this quite late, but we've gone to Leicester, the one Foss Park, and we've also went to the rugby one, but all the back walls are 30%. It's just dead. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever been to any outlets before, but you do really struggle to find bargains and stuff that's profitable when it's only 30% on the back wall. So we're committing and we're going all the way to Birmingham, and we're going to hit 2 or 3 more hopefully on the way, but we're going to the clearance store. And to anyone that doesn't know, in the UK, including England, Wales and Scotland, you've got one in Stoke and one in Birmingham, which is the one that we're going to. There's 2 clearance stores, which is massive discounts, and it's just so much bigger than just your normal factory Nike stores. So I'll go there, hopefully I'll be able to video a little bit, and I'll just show you what I've bought when I get out. But yeah, I'll see you there. It's about an hour of driving, so. Right, we're approaching Birmingham now. You can see the motherland over there. There it is. It's not quite London, but you know, they've got one good thing in this city. I shouldn't say that for the video, should I? We've got, who wants to focus, 11 minutes left, 3.1 miles. We are approaching Birmingham. I don't really know what to expect. I've never been to one of the clearance stores before, so I've been to plenty of outlets, but this is my first time ever going to a clearance. Like I said, there's only 2 in the UK, so I'll get as much footage as I can. I think they're a bit funny in there with filming from what I've seen online, but it is going to be fat, hopefully. I'm just hoping for a big 70% wall, 50% back walls. I might look at some activewear as well, but I'll show you everything that I bought. I did get some Milers already in Leicester. I'll show them on the screen now. I paid around 20 for them each, so the colourway that I got, they are moving really well on eBay at the minute, especially with summer coming up as well. Definitely get on the activewear, so we'll see what happens when we get in there. I don't know what to expect, but wish me luck. We'll be there in the next 10 minutes, so you never know. There she is, over there. Don't really know what to expect. They've got loads of outlets here. They've got a Clark's, JD. Definitely going to be getting that KFC after as well. I'm starving. I've got high expectations. Thing is, like, I don't really have a spending limit of what I want to spend. I'll spend £1,000 if I need to, but I'm not just going to go and waste my money because I'm getting excited. You still got to be strategic and stuff. Make sure you are checking eBay, sold listings, StockX, and other selling platforms to make sure that what you are getting is profitable. The beauty in outlet reselling anyway is that you can just return it. You get 14 days of Nike and you don't have to take it back to the same store. So I could just take it back to a local one. But yeah, well, we're here now, you can see. So we'll park up. I'll take some clips when I'm in there. Look at this guy running. Look, I mean, what is he running from? He's running back to get his IKEA bags. There's definitely some decent stuff in there. It turns out I was definitely correct with what I said with the workers not letting you film. As soon as I pulled my phone out, he said, please can you put that away. The walls were all 70% off though. It's definitely the best shop that I've ever seen for bargains, but the resellers had already been in to take their picks. There was loads of empty gaps. It was a bit of a shame, but I'm definitely going to be coming back here at some point when it does open. Well, I just finished in the clearance. To be honest, we got there a little bit late, so the guy did say to me that a lot of resellers had swooped up. These are the milers that I got earlier from the one in Leicester. I got these boots. They scanned through really cheap. These at 30 quid was an absolute steal. They were like 12 quid. Like even on a whatnot stream or on Vinted, like you're never really going to lose on a brand new pair of Nike shoes, no matter what size they are. Do you know what I mean? Like 12 quid. So we're going to hit the other one in Birmingham now. Not a clearance, but just a normal factory store. But it was pretty weird with filming in there. I managed to get one tiny little clip, but that's about it. A lot of resellers will get there, they'll probably just spawn trap it in the morning. That's the only problem. And as they spawn trap it in the morning, it's just like, there were so many empty gaps on a 70% shelf. I would have got a video, but I couldn't. But all of the absolute cooks just got nicked. But we'll hit the other one in Birmingham now. If there's nothing in there, obviously we'll just have to come back another time. But that's the thing with outlets, you never know what you are going to get on the day because they restock so frequently. You just don't know, but we'll see. I'll see you at the other one. Right, we've landed in the other outlet in Birmingham. The clearance store was awful. The resellers took everything. My mate's just asking quickly about his parking because he got a ticket or something. I don't know. I just want to get in there. Okay, so once again in Birmingham, another outlet where they would not let me film. I managed to sneak this little clip in. Wait till you see when I get back to the car what I did manage to pick up in this one though. It absolutely saved the day. It was crazy. Right, so the last one of the day was Birmingham. We're at Resort World, I think. Luckily, it sort of saved us because we did get some decent stuff. So I'll start with the activewear. They had 3 of these vests. I've been looking for these for ages because they do so well on Vinted, even used. But with the strips there, these came through at about 16 quid each. So we got 3 of them. Absolute steal. I could definitely maybe push 35 with the tags. We also got this Mylar. It scanned through at like 14 quid, like 30% off of 20. Like banger. And then I got 4 pairs of these Air Force Ones. They come through at £47, all big sizes as well, which is nice. Yeah, can't really complain. I checked eBay sold, they was going for like £70 to £90. So I just kept going back and people kept putting them back on the shelf. So yeah, not bad. I mean, it saved us in the end. Bit of a bad day, to be honest. We were saved by the last outlet, but I'll probably come here again in the week and we'll see what else we can pick up next time. But I'll see you lot when I get home. Thank you, Adem, for recording that. And shout out to Jude as well for telling me about those Mylar vests, if he is watching this. But let's head back to Peterborough now, back to the motherland. Luckily, we were saved by the last one. Definitely going to get a Mackey's on the way. I'm starving, but I'll see you then. Okay, so I just got back from all of the outlets. Pretty decent pickups of them, to be fair. I did show them earlier in the video. It's about 7:30 right now. It's on a Sunday. The sales have been a little bit dead today. I've got some here in the IKEA bags. Walk into the impost locker now. Pretty nice day, as you can see. But yeah, the sales have been pretty slow today. I think I've only had about 7 or 8, but I'm really getting into my activewear at the minute just because the summer's come in, and obviously all the milers and dry fit stuff, they just do really well, especially this time of year. You can see I've got the impost locker just there. I'm gonna just shoot these parcels quickly, pick stuff up, and then I'm probably gonna get on my monitor for about half an hour when I get in and just do some live buying, and I'll show you guys what I'm picking up just because I'm going on a few holidays soon, so I need to make sure that I'm stocking up before I go. But yeah, you can see I'm at the impost locker now. I hate these things so much. They're so useless. I loved them at the start, but when you start scaling up and sending a lot of parcels, they are a bit of a nightmare. Okay, so picking up stock in the Nike outlets is definitely not the most viable way to make a profit. The margins are nowhere near as good. You don't make as much money on each item. And for me, it's just quite tedious. I've got to travel really far just to get to the good ones. So some of you may know what I'm doing to pick up majority of my stock, just like the ones I showed you when I was unboxing them at the start of the video. And it's all on the screen right now. It's called a Vinted monitor. So a Vinted monitor is basically a tool that pings every single item from a certain category and niche into a server that's obviously being listed on Vinted. So some people may think, why don't I just scroll on Vinted? Why would I want to use a monitor? Now, to anyone that has scrolled on Vinted before, you're going to know already just how tedious it is. You've got to sit there refreshing all day constantly. It lags, it crashes, it doesn't show you all the items. It's just really not that consistent. Obviously, with the monitor, as you can see on the screen here, it just pings every single item for you, and you can just keep track of it and keep monitoring it really easily. Another thing that a lot of people won't know about the monitor is that it actually shows you the items on the monitor around 8 to 15 seconds before it actually shows up on the Vinted app. So if you take a look at this little clip I took on the screen here, on the left hand side I've got the monitor, and on the right hand side I've got my phone. If you take a look at that purple North Face coat and that black North Face beanie, look how much faster it's showing up on the monitor compared to the standard Vinted app. Now obviously that may not seem like a massive time gap, but it's definitely enough for you to buy that item 3 times over on the monitor before someone's even got a chance to see it on the standard Vinted app. Now, like I do in a lot of my videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on the monitor right now for around 20 to 30 minutes. I'm going to show you exactly how much potential profit I can make in that time. Like always, in the bottom right, there is going to be a total profit counter that's going to be totaling and adding up all of that money up for me. But let's see what we can do on the monitor right now. So already some Air Max 90s have came up here for £20 in a size UK 9. I've pressed fast buy on them. Let's see if we are able to get them. And you can see there on the bottom right, your purchase was successful. We was able to pick them up. That is an absolute banger. Let's take a look at them. You can see by the photos here, they're in really, really nice condition. All of that stuff there is just dirt. That's going to come off really easily with a clean. So we got them for around £23 all in. Air Max 90s are really quick sellers for me at the £45 mark. So we're going to start that off already with a £22 of profit on the counter. Some Air Max 1 just came up here in a size UK 7 for £10. I've pressed fast buy on them. Hopefully we are able to get them. No way. We was able to pick them up as well, literally as soon as I flicked back onto the monitor after picking up them 90s. So Air Max 1s are also really great sellers on Vinted. They actually hold a similar value to the Air Max 90s. You can see by the photos here, once again, they are in really nice condition. All of this dirt and stuff on the side is going to come straight off of a clean. So Air Max 1s, I'm constantly selling them for anywhere between £40 to £50, and sometimes they can go even higher than that. I've sold a pair before for around £60. So I got these for about £13 all in. I'm going to be listing these up for £42 to get a nice quick sale. That's going to be another £29 of profit. We're absolutely smashing it right now. I literally just picked them up as soon as I flicked back onto the monitor from picking up the 90s. Let's see what else we can get. Okay, so some Vapor Maxes just came up here in a size 12 for less than £20. We've pressed fast buy on them. If we do get these, it's absolutely crazy. No way, we was actually able to pick them up as well. Let's take a look at them. This is a banger. So you can see by the description, it says they are in excellent condition. They've only been worn a couple of times, and they're a size UK 12, which is a really, really great seller on Vinted. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these whatsoever. I don't even think I'm going to have to clean them. Vapor Maxes are once again a really, really great seller for me, and I'm constantly selling them for anywhere between £45 to £50. Now, just because these are absolutely immaculate, I'm definitely going to be selling these for £50. And we got these for around £21 all in, including delivery. So that's going to be another £29 of profit on the counter. And guys, we've only been filming on the monitor, I'm not even joking you, for less than 5 minutes. And look how much money we have made in that time. I mean, it basically speaks for itself. I don't need to say too much. And to celebrate, I'm going to have a sip of apple juice. What are you lot saying about this cap as well? It's Patagonia. I picked it up the other day on Vinted, but I've decided to keep it. Okay, so one of the Nike Miler running jackets just came up here. Really, really cheap, and it's brand new with tags. I've pressed fast buy. Let's see if we are able to get that. No way, we was actually able to pick that up. That is an absolute banger. Okay, so this seller has 176 5-star reviews. That's the first thing that I'll always look for when I'm buying something that's new with tags. And you can see it is brand new, never worn, and this is such a popular colorway at the minute. I think because a lot of festivals and the rave scene is really picking up at the minute, these jackets do now hold really good value, and they sell so quickly. So to pick one of these up for around £30 all in is an absolute banger, because I know I'm going to be selling this really quickly at £65. So that's another money doubler right there. That's going to be another £35 of profit. That's if I don't keep that one though. I do really like that jacket. That is nice. So if you couldn't tell, I do actually live in the UK, but to anyone that doesn't and you still want to step into that new side hustle of Vinted reselling, that is completely fine, because in my server we are actually monitoring over 15 different European countries. And once again, we've got filters set up for them that are being scanned 24/7. I'll give you some examples here. We've got France, Belgium, Spain, Poland, Sweden, Italy, Netherlands, Portugal, Luxembourg, Finland. We've got Denmark, Austria. We've also got countries like Czech, Ireland, Croatia, and so many more that I haven't mentioned as well. I might as well just show you. So on the left-hand side of the screen here, obviously we've got all these public filters that everyone does have access to. But in my server, you do get the ability as well to set up your own private filters and monitors that not even I have access to as the owner of the server. They are completely restricted to yourself. So imagine if you found an absolute gold mine in a niche that no one had discovered yet, and you were just making a constant profit from it because you can scan that 24/7 with no one else having access to it. I've got a couple of other videos as well showcasing the auto buy filter, which is probably my favorite thing about the server, but I'm not going to showcase that in this video. I've got plenty of others showing you that already. And when you join as well, you get full and immediate access to this full video course that has over 10 hours of virtual video learning that you can refer back to at any point, and it's going to give you that big head start in your reselling journey. Okay, so some Air Max 95s just popped up here in a size UK 8 for really, really cheap. I've pressed fast buy on them. Let's see if you are able to get them. And of course, we was able to pick them up because of the fast buy option. Let's take a look at them. They did say something about the condition and description, so I just want to make sure that I am making a good move here. So you can see there's no rips on the heels. The front looks a little bit dirty, but like I say, that's all just going to clean off really easily. The side looks really, really nice actually. No problems there. The tag looks all good, and just a little bit of mud on the bottom as well, which is going to come off in 2 seconds. So this is actually a really, really nice colorway, and Air Max 95s hold their value so well. They're probably one of the most popular shoes to resell. Now with this colorway, I know for a fact that I'm going to be selling it for anywhere between 50 to 60 pounds. So we got these for around 16 pounds all in. I'm not going to get really greedy and try to scrape every single penny out of it. So I'm going to be listing these up at £50 to receive a really quick sale. So let's just call that another £34 of profit on the counter. Okay, so you've seen me use it a couple of times in this video now, but the reason why I'm picking up these items so easily is because of this little button right here that says fast buy. And the reason why that button is so beneficial to everyone is because you've only got to press that one button and the code will automatically purchase the item for you. Because when you are on the standard Vinted app on your phone, you see the item, then you've got to click on it, then you've got to press buy now in the bottom right, then you've got to scroll down, then select the shipping point and then press purchase. That's around 5 different steps that you've got to do there before you are able to secure that purchase. And if you remember what I said earlier, we are seeing all of these items around 8 to 15 seconds quicker anyway. So if you add that time compared to the time that we're saving with just having to press one button, you are never ever going to stand a chance when you are on the standard Vinted app. And that is the genuine truth. Before I made the transition to the monitor, I made hardly any profit. I was really struggling, missing out on items all the time. But if you do want access to all of these things, and the link is going to be right at the top of the description. Right now, it is the cheapest that it's ever been, so do not miss out on that opportunity. So we were sat on a monitor there for around 20 minutes. The profit that I have made is absolutely amazing in that time, and I've got quite a few things to do today, so I'm going to jump off the monitor now and we'll get into the next part of the video. Okay, so hopefully that does give you some sort of insight on how powerful the Vinted monitor actually is and just how much money it can make you every single day. Now, of course, in the server, the main thing that we do have is the monitor. That's the main thing that's going to make you most of your profit. But I know from experience exactly what a lot of you guys are going to be thinking when you're first starting off. You're going to be thinking, how on earth am I going to know exactly what to buy just like this guy is? And if you are the person that is having them doubts and is thinking that, then don't worry, because I've actually got something for you. So in my server, I've actually created a document called the price guide. Now, it's a document that you get full access to as soon as you join, and it shows you the name of the item as well as a photo to accompany that. Because as you'll know, a lot of people these days, when they are listing stuff for so cheap, they won't be listing it as what the exact model is. So rather than Air Max 90s or Air Max 95s, they'll just be listing it up as Nike trainers or Nike hoodie. So having that photo allows you to just reference back to it to make sure that you do know exactly what you are buying. And there is hundreds of things that we are covering on this price guide. And next to every single item that is listed in the price guide, there's also an exact price of what you want to aim to be buying for and what you want to aim to be selling for as well. So it's literally a document that tells you exactly how to make profit at the start of your reselling journey. Because as you reference back, it will get to the point where you'll just learn the prices automatically, so you won't even need to reference back to it. It's just designed to give you that massive bit of independence when you first start off, because I know how tedious and annoying it can be having to ask 100 questions a day, like, is this a good pickup? Am I going to make any money on this? And the beauty in Vinted reselling is that if you don't think it's a good pickup and you may not make any money on it, you can actually just cancel any orders straight away and get a full and immediate refund, which is probably one of my favorite things about using Vinted as well. The reviews from the server have been absolutely crazy. I'll put a couple on the screen as I'm talking right now. You guys have absolutely loved all of the tools and benefits that we are providing. We've literally got teenagers aged 13 to 14 now making thousands of pounds every single month. because they did take that jump and start utilizing this. But anyway, guys, I'm going to be wrapping this video up now. Episode 3, I had a lot of fun filming this. Let me know what you think of the IRL content as well, with the vlogging around the outlets and stuff, because I can definitely do more stuff like that. It's really fun and easy for me. But if you did enjoy this video in particular, make sure you do smash that like button. Drop a comment as well of what ideas and content you'd like to see me push out on this channel. I read every single comment, guys. Don't worry about that. So make sure that you are dropping anything that you do want to know. And if you do want to see my face again, make sure you do smash that subscribe button. The growth has been absolutely crazy at the minute. I'm so grateful for all of you guys that are tuning in constantly. But like I said, guys, I'm going to be wrapping this up now. I'll be uploading very, very soon. I'm sorry that I've been so busy, but I'll see you later.